let's talk about my finished crochet set, y'all. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Oh, I'm excited about this. So very excited. Okay, I have made a crochet set and I am going to go through each of the individual pieces, and then at the end I will show you all what the whole ensemble looks like. All right, so let's go. We are going to start with the crochet tank. It is beautiful. It is designed by Alexandra Tavel of Two of Wands, and it is free on her blog. But if you want a paid ad-free PDF version, you have that option as well. That's a lot of times what I like to do because all those ads are just crazy and they pop up everywhere. So a lot of times I like to do that. Now I use worsted weight yarn, and the bust circumference for this pattern is between a 35 to 63 inch bust, and that is 89 to 160 centimeters. So it's got a really nice range on it. Also, it has 5 to 7 inches of positive ease, and that is 13 to 18 centimeters of positive ease. So I ended up using 4 skeins of the Big Twist value. It is 100% acrylic. Each skein is 380 yards, 6 ounces. That's 347 meters, which is 170 grams. This yarn is super, super duper soft. I will say, when I finished making the tank top, the fabric felt like a little stiff, and I was trying to figure out how in the world can a yarn feel so soft in the skein, but then when you work it up, it feels stiff. That's so weird. So what I ended up doing was actually just washing this particular fabric and put it in the dryer since it was acrylic, and y'all, it came out super, super soft. So as I mentioned, I used 4 skeins of this. The colorway is Rust. It is beautiful. It is perfect. When I bought this, well, actually, you know what? We're still in fall. Winter hasn't gotten here yet, but it's so fall-like, and I love it. And so, this is all that I have left of that 4th skein. And so, yeah, I definitely had a lot to do with this. Now, you may be wondering why I have a whole entire skein left. So let's get into that. I have my notes here. So I got gauge with a size H, US 8, 5mm crochet hook, even though the pattern calls for a J hook, which is a 6mm hook. Now, y'all, I swatched, okay? I did several swatches, and I had to keep going down from J to I to H, and I was like, I'm not going down to a G hook. So I finally got down to an H, and I made the size XL. Well, that was what I intended to make. So every time I did a gauge swatch, it was kind of off, and so I just started making the XL size. And so I did a few rows of the XL size. Even after finally meeting gauge with the H hook, I did like 5 or 6 rows of the XL, tried it on around my waist, and y'all, that thing was like out to here. I was like, whoa, too big. Too big. Because out in the real world, I'm probably more like a 2XL, maybe an XL in some things, but a 2XL comfortably. And so I was like, this is not fitting. It is way too big. So then I ended up going down to a large. So I did about, I don't know, 6 to 8, something like maybe like 2 or 3 inches worth of fabric. Tried the large size on. Still too much ease. And I know that the pattern, it had between 5 and 7 inches of positive ease. Yeah. But even still, like when I had the XL size, it was like 10 inches of positive ease. And look, I do not want to wear a tent, okay? That is way too much positive ease. So I went down to the large size, and it was still like maybe 8 inches of positive ease. Way too much. So then I went down to a medium. Okay, I am not a medium sized girl, but I had to go down to a medium before I finally met that 5 to 7 inches of positive ease. And um, the finished project, actually, I probably have closer to maybe um 1 to 2 inches of positive ease. But even still, I am so glad that I went down. I love the fit. So yeah, I just absolutely love the fit. And so that is why I have a whole skein left over, because I bought enough skeins of yarn to complete the XL size, but I ended up doing the medium size. So I have a whole skein left over. And that's after I made all the other accessories. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this skein of yarn. Okay. And what I realized is I'm just a loose crocheter. I don't know. I can't help it. I gauge swatch. I do all the right things. Things still turn out too big. I am just a loose crocheter. And yeah, that's just a problem I'm going to have to live with. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the tank top, talk about the pattern a little bit. And so mainly it's just made out of single and half double crochets. And I love half double crochets, so it's perfect for me. And it is crocheted from the bottom up. And I thought that was fine. It allowed me to actually be able to try it on, because I did like maybe like 2 or 3 inches, and then I tried it on, and I just kind of put it over me, and I was like, okay, that's way too big. So it's weird, like in crochet, bottom up isn't always like a terrible thing. But yeah. And then I have like a little light bulb stitch marker in the back, just to tell me what's the back size, because I mean, actually, when you hold it up like this, you can tell. So I really like that it has like that natural scoop in the front. Okay, I love this. I mean, it is so soft. I've been wearing this for a couple of hours now, just taking pictures and video and stuff like that, and it just feels so good. The fabric is just so soft, and I just absolutely love it, and I really enjoy working with the yarn as well. The next one that I want to show you is a matching headband. And of course, all of these are going to be using the same yarn. And so this headband is designed by Anne Thurbron, and it is called the Softly Velvet Ribbon. Yeah, it's just called a ribbon. So I think you could do a lot of things with it. But the way she had it styled in her photos, she had used it for a hairband and for a necktie. So I can imagine that you could use it for a lot of things. Now, this is a free pattern, and it calls for super bulky weight yarn, and it is available in one size, but it is totally customizable. Mine is definitely longer. I'm pretty sure it's longer than what was called for in the pattern. And so, of course, I used the same yarn, and I held it double to make it a super bulky weight yarn. So this big twist yarn, I think it's listed as a worsted, but it could get away as an Aran. But anyway, I held it double and I made it super bulky. Working with yarn held double, especially like if it's like a thicker yarn, is so fun to me. It really is. It's a lot of fun to me. And I love these points. I love them. And I could easily block this and get some of the curl out, but I like the curl. I love the way it looks. And so here's the end. And it just kind of naturally curls around itself very slightly. I like that. I think it's so pretty. I mean, you could even like make a gift and wrap this up as a bow. That would be so cute. You could put this in a wreath, put it on the door, whatever. It would be so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, these are the points, and I really, really like those points. Now, my finished headband. I'm calling it a headband, but you can call it, I mean, it could be used for whatever. So my finished piece is 70 inches from tip to tip. It is long because I wanted to be able to wrap it around my head, and I wanted it to like hang down really low at the bottom, kind of like in her sample picture, but that's really like what I was going for. And so as I mentioned, I held it double, and holding yarn double can be a bit of a struggle when it comes to like wrangling the two ends of the yarn. And so what I did was is I used my yarn bowl and my water bottle to kind of like hold the pieces in place and just make sure that everything would slide really well, and it worked out wonderfully. Let's talk about the last accessory. I really feel like these bring the whole outfit together. So these are called the Easy Fingerless Gloves, and they are designed by Alexandra. You all know how I am with names. I try my best. I really, really do. Okay, so this is a free pattern, and it calls for worsted weight yarn. These are amazing, and there are 6 different sizes. So the sizes range from a child small all the way up to an adult large. And so I ended up doing the adult large. And what I really like about this pattern is that it gives you like a way to measure your hand. And so when I laid my hand flat and I measured all the way around, it came to 9 inches. And then when I measured from about my wrist to the tip of my hand, it ended up being about 7.5 inches. And so that fit perfectly with the adult large size. And so I'm really happy about that. And of course, I use the same yarn. It's coordinating so well. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit about these gloves. So it is crocheted using double crochet, which is amazing. And the pattern features a photo and video tutorial on the designer's blog. So that is super, super helpful. But what I really, really love about these gloves is that they only took 1 day to make. I started working on them early in the morning, and tell you the truth, like I had these done in a few hours, but it's one of these really great 1 day patterns, and they're absolutely amazing. The instructions were so well written, and love them. These are fantastic. I just love the little lace detail, and also I love where it hits on my hands, and these are wonderful. And I know that they're more so decorative than something that'll like actually keep my hand warm. But I'll tell you all, when I take them off, like after wearing them for a while, I do notice a difference. Like I notice my hands aren't as warm. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I love these. I'm kind of having like my Beyonce moment. These are so fun. I love them. you all so much for watching. I had a joy sharing this with you all. If this is something that you all would like to make, let me know. Or maybe you might want to make like 1 or 2 of the pieces. Of course, I will leave links to everything in the description box below. So yeah, definitely check that out. Let's see what else. Oh, so yeah, check me out on Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on there, but y'all, social media is something else, but I am trying. And so yeah, let me know what you all worked on while you watched, or did you just chill and hang out? Either way, I just appreciate you all so much for being here. So until next time, bye.